Hi, this is my education ideology, which is part of the EDU224 Vision to Reality module. This module has allowed me to gain wider knowledge and deeper view of different educational systems and evaluate what kind of teacher I want to become in the future. I have been able to understand what my ideology is through the research context of this module and my experiences on my placement settings. My educational experience has been limited to what I know myself and the experiences throughout my placement. I feel my educational experience throughout school could have been more enjoyable and educational. I feel this way due to when I was at school, the teachers, they were just passing on their knowledge for me to be able to pass assessments. These assessments in my school were to test my knowledge on what I had learned and where I needed improvement, whereas I feel there could have been different methods to test my understanding. Due to my lack of knowledge of other educational systems, I now know I learnt in a system that is very traditional, but I am now aware of other ways learning can be achieved. Thankfully, this module has broadened my knowledge of education, and I have seen that education can be emphasised on the individual child, and this can be seen in schools such as Finland. With schools not starting to the age of 7, this allows children to have space and time to be able to grow and have a better understanding of what they enjoy. As education starts at such a young age, this allows for one of my favourite aspects of the Finnish education, which is the child-centred approach. This approach allows the teachers to understand what the children enjoy and how they best learn, which will be displayed in the classroom. I strongly believe that children should be allowed a sufficient space to grow into a young child, and I agree with their methods of teaching. Also in Finland, children have one finalised exam at the end of the school year to reveal if they are ready to attend college. My previous experience within school testing started at the age of 7, where I sat assessments so the teachers could understand where I was in my education journey. This put a lot of pressure on me as a child to be able to achieve. However, pressure at such a young age of 7 was overwhelming for me, and research has showed that 8 out of 10 primary school learners who took part in the survey reported mental health issues increasing around the time of exams. This is an astonishing research showing how our education system is failing our children, and I hope that when I become a teacher, I can put aspects of the Finnish education system into my own educational teaching. While I was at school, my classroom was set out in a formal teaching style, where the teacher would stand at the front of the classroom and dictate the lesson. From research I have read through this modules, my opinions have been clarified that this form of teaching is one of the worst ways to teach. I believe in a more informal teaching style, which was the main approach in Maria Montessori's teaching method. She believed in promoting a child's development by offering them freedom of movement, choice and expression. This is to enable a child's self-development. This teaching style best fits my ideology, as I believe children should be able to express their choices and have the freedom to learn what is wrong without having any punishment. Another aspect of Montessori's approach which best resonates to me is that the teachers are there as guidance to the children, and I felt in my educational journey the teachers were not very helpful in the sense that they will teach the lesson, give homework, then mark it, and especially in secondary school, as there was no guidance in how I could improve. Due to a lack of help throughout my secondary school period, I felt underrated in school as my classmates were achieving more than I was. However, the teaching style used was not beneficial to me, and I struggled with the intense workload. And I believe that education is not a one-fits-all system. Children learn in different ways, and schools should have a variety of teaching methods. Ken Robinson believes that classrooms should be more creative and the children should be allowed more creativity. Personally, I strived in PE as they were outdoors and hands-on, and I also enjoyed art lessons and food technology. This was because I learnt better in an environment where I was allowed to have freedom and be creative. As I learn better in an environment that is more creative, I believe that I would have strived at outdoor learning. I hope that when I become a teacher, I can adapt outdoor learning into my classroom. However, I know schools can be limited to access of outdoor space, but I would adapt my lessons where I could, even if that means bringing the outdoors in, such as drawing a photo of a hedgehog, but going outside to collect the leaves and then gluing them to the paper to make the animal. I know outdoor learning is not for every child, but by adapting it within the classroom, this allows children who are more creative and enjoy the outdoors to be able to enjoy it inside just as much. I know my ideology is a wide exploration of my previous knowledge, the Finnish education system, Maria Montessori, and outdoor learning. However, I hope that I can take aspects of all these teaching styles and be able to use them within my classroom. I feel that this could lead to the best quality of learning for the children, as there are many approaches used and different teaching styles. Education is an important part in a child's life, and I hope that when I become a teacher, I can adapt my classroom into a fun environment for better learning. Thank you for listening to my ideology.